class, okay? So I'm going to put that in the chat shortly. So yeah, this is your assignment. Somebody, is there a way to pin chats now? I'm not sure there's a way to pin chats, but yeah, somebody can keep dropping it later continuously in case anybody wants to know about it. But that's the assignment I have dropped. So yeah. Okay, so that being said, today we're going to be working on connecting. I'm going to be teaching you more things aside the application connection, which is using tools, routers, which is under flow control, and show you how it is done. So the first thing we're going to do today, this is our. Please confirm you can see my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to be working with this data. What do we want to do? We want to fetch this data. We want to fetch this data and put it in spreadsheets, in this spreadsheet. But what are we going to do? If you look at this data, people filled this place. Let's say maybe they filled a form, and in the process of filling it, they just put in, instead of putting, there was no space for them to put their code ID, put their name and their phone number. So they decided to join everything together, their code ID, their name, their phone numbers, all together. But maybe the supervisor, let me open this. This is the phone number, this is the name, and this is their code ID. So the supervisor now in the business that is being run, he doesn't want to be getting into Airtable all the time, but he wants to be able to make reference to data that has been fetched, but he wants it in an orderly way. He wants it that this is supposed to be maybe client's name, not project name. Client's name. He also wants the code ID. He also wants the phone number. He doesn't want everything joined together. Now, how are we going to do that without having to, want to break those three things joined together? I want to break them into three places so that they can fit into where they're supposed to be and not be joined together. Now, what we are going to do is that we are going to use a set variable. But because we are going to be fetching data from Airtable, Airtable is going to be our trigger. Who can tell me what the trigger will be for Airtable? Raise your hand, or you drop it in fact, don't raise your hand, just drop it in the chat. I'm going to check the chat. What's going to be the trigger for Airtable? Maybe we should drop it in the chat too. Remember, this class is going to be as interactive as possible. That record, okay. New record, okay. I need more answers. What record, okay. What's a record, okay. What's a row, okay. Okay, let's just go ahead. I don't want to waste time. So I'm going to search for Airtable. And we're going to pick. I'm going to show you why we pick what record. We say return all newly created or updated record. Sorry. Yeah, it's the first one. What record? Returns all newly created or updated records in a view, requires a create time or last modified field. So we don't have a last modified field. Let's go to our distance. Let's go to our, because it will not work without that last modified field. So I'm just going to search for last modified and time of time. So we're going to create that, because if we don't have that field, we'll have trouble. We're going to struggle a lot with creating. While that is creating, let's just go ahead and connect. So I think I'm not sure Airtable connection should be a problem at this point. So the name of my base is Skill Africa Students. Okay, the last 25 field is up. So the name of my base is Skill Africa Students. So I'm just going to put that there. And it's going to bring out the table there. What's the name of the table? Skill. As you can see, the name of the table is called Skill. So you see, the trigger field, which is last modified, is up, because if we did not add that field, it will not come up. So label field, let's use project name. Project name now. Let's use project name. So they're asking us what's the limit we want it. So because we don't want to do it one by one, we have about 10 records here. So I'll just put like 12 here, because you can put it as 10. I just put 12 just in case I add an additional thing and this thing is not running. I don't want to start struggling to say, why is it not running? You can always put 10 within it. And maybe if you want people to fill a form, maybe if you people are filling forms and I want people to continue filling and I want the records to come in, I want that it can process as much as possible at the same time and not slow down because of the limited limits I put there, right? So what's the view? It's a grid view. Remember that if you've learned Airtable, you must have been taught different views. So you could have series of views here. That's why they will ask you which view you're looking to work on. I just have one view. I don't need a formula here. So I'll just go ahead and save. I'll just save that for now. I'm not running the scenario yet. So what do people think I will do next? Okay, no, you will not know. Let me explain. So, like I said, the first one here carries what's it called? Carries three things that has been filled inside this place that I want to be broken down into three places, right? So that is where set variable comes in. So we're going to use a set variable, and set variable is under two. We have different kinds of variable. To get multiple variables, as the name implies, is going to retrieve many variables as possible from a module, from a place. Get variable, that one is, it just retrieves maybe a record, retrieves one variable at a time. If you even see the option to input it, you will see it. So I might not be touching get variable and get multiple variable, but I'm going to touch set variable and set multiple variable. So when I explain those, you'll be able to have the mental understanding of what the opposite of it is to understand the get one, right? So just take your time and go through all of these. Table aggregator, numeric we cannot touch all of this, to be honest. So I'm just trying to pick one per aspect, and just explain it so that you have an idea on how these things work, right? So I'm going to take the set variable. So I've not even run this thing. Well, the reason why, if I run this thing, it's going to give me output, right? So what do we, okay, let me just run this variable, the first module alone. Run this module alone. And I want just a sample record. Now remember I have 10. If I run, even though the first one consumes one operation, I just need one sample. So I'm just going to choose where to start. I'll choose manually and pick a sample record to use. I don't want all the 10 to process yet. So I'll run just this module alone. And it has given me the output for that sample record I entered. So if you look at the bundle, are people still with me? Just drop me a message. Are people still with me? Okay, yes, you people are still with me. So if you can see, the project name, which is the first bundle, has all that is from the name place. It has all the things joined together, all the stages, the type, all these are information from the base. If you saw when I opened it, now we want to map that into this place. So we're going to call it what can we call it now? Let's just call it splitting. So this is the name. Where's the name again? No. Okay, look at the name here. This project's name is the name. This project's name is a name. But we're trying to split. We're trying to split the, what's it called? We're trying to split what is here. So we'll have to go and use function. How many of you are familiar with functions? You know what a function? So a function is, what kind of, how can I interpret it in a layman language now? A function is more like, in a layman language, a function is more like something you use to alter a bundle, a variable, or something to give you another result. Now, for this lower, it means that if you hover around it, it means that when you enter a value that has a capital letter in the first place, the output is going to be small letter. So it's going to make all of them small letter. If you hover around length, it means that it's going to count everything you put into that place and output the number, the amounts, how many characters are it's counted from it. So if you hover around them, they are actually very self-explanatory. For capitalize, it only capitalizes the first word. A lot of people confuse capitalize with upper. For upper, it makes all the characters in capital letter. Upper is not for cap. Upper is not for, what's it called now? It's not for capitalizing everything. I'm guessing notifications are disturbing me. That's why. Upper is not for the first value of the character. The first value of the character is for that you want to change to capital letter is for capitalize, right? So if you come into this place, if you hover around each of these things, it gives you an explanation as to what they do. And I don't want to waste our time there because I want to harness our time as much as possible to do a proper hands-on. But what do I want? I want the split function. Look at the split function. Let's say, for example, now I asked all of you to write your name in the chat, and somebody decides to write everybody's name. The person can write Favor, comma, Michael, comma, Roland, comma, Skill Africa, comma, all. But when I got the name, I didn't like the way the names came out. I said, I want these names to stand on their own. This is where you come and use the split function. And you use the thing that is separating, it's called separator. The thing that is separating each of those names, you are going to put it in the second space so that when you output it, it will now bring out the names as individual. They will stand on their own. Favor will stand alone. Michael will stand alone. They will just line up in a straight line. Do you understand? So that's what we're going to use for what we want to do today. But the thing is that when we pick split separator, look at it. When we pick the split separator, I will map, I'll go back here to map the project name that we want to put. What do people think will be our separator for this one? I want to see in the chat. What do you think would be? Like a formatter in Zapier. Very correct. What do you think would be our separator for this one that we did? Hyphen, right. You people are following. Who is saying space? Space care. No, now it's hyphen. Hyphen is what? Now look at, let me show you again. Look at that split I showed you. Look at the splits. If you see even the sample they gave you, they say John, comma, George, comma, Paul, comma. They now put that comma inside, meaning that that is the separator that they want to use to separate these things to stand on their own, one by one. They want John to stand. George will follow under. Paul will follow under. That is the meaning. But in this our case, hyphen is the one that is our separator. So we are going to put that hyphen in that space. So you can name your variable, you can give your variable a different name. I just put splitting because I couldn't even think of anything to use. So we're going to put project name. Now, what does this mean? We're telling it that, hey, I want you to use this split and split these things and let them stand on their own. So anywhere you see a hyphen or a dash, come out the hyphen, come out the dash, and let them stand on their own independently. They should not gum body with anybody. That is what we're telling you to do. So we're going to save it and we're going to run Now, you cannot run this on its own. You have to run the full scenario so that you can be able to see the output. So I'm going to choose where to start from and pick a sample again. And I'm going to run, okay, I'm going to run everything, not just that model. Can people see the magic? Who can see the magic? Under the output, you can see that 458 is standing on its own. Ahmed project is standing on its own. These two are standing on its own for the numbers. Are people seeing it? Now, who can tell me what the challenge is with what we have done? I want to see if somebody's paying attention. What do you think is the challenge with what we have done now? Somebody talk to me. God bless you. Admin said the number is split. So Priska said the numbers were hyphenated, meaning that they are no more hyphenated again. You people are paying attention. I like me some bright students. You people are paying attention. Aside that, okay, if I try to maybe just pick anything here, let me just pick anything again. I just want to pick anything and try to map. If I try to map this splitting, the problem is it's not giving me those numbers one by one anymore. You see how the outputs allowed them to stand on their own one by one, but it's not giving me that number to stand one by one. It's just giving me the first value, which is 458. That is a problem. Where did the names go to? Where did the numbers go to? Did they disappear? So we have to fix that. And to fix that, we have to use the multiple set variable, set multiple variable. So let's delete this one and add the multiple set multiple variable. Sorry, I didn't get the name correctly. So we're going to use the set multiple variable. Now, the difference between the set multiple variable is that for the set variable, you can just map one variable at a time. You cannot map multiple variable. But in the set multiple variable, it gives you room to map as many variables as possible. And in this case, if you look at our bundle, we have how many variables here? Who can tell me how many variables we have here? 4. We have 4 multiple. The person asking for the name of my headset, his name is Jabra Evolve. That's the name of my headset. Yeah. Thank you. 4 variables. I love the fire, you people. In fact, I'm not tired again. I'm gingered. So we have 4 variables here that we have to map here. So we're going to do this. If you look at it, let me go back here. Sorry, I'm taking people back and forth, but I need people to understand this very well. Now, the position of the first variable is number 1. It has been numbered here. It's number 1. The position of the second variable, which is the name, is number 2. The position of the third one, which is the first part of the number, is number 3. The position of the fourth one, which is the second part of the number, is number 4. Now we have to find a way to fix all those numbers coming together, because before we had to say it should separate by hyphen, and you cannot use that hyphen to separate and have the numbers stay on their own. So we have to figure out a way to do that. But let's do this first. So we're going to come back here and give our variable a name. So the first variable we want to work on is the code ID. Code ID. From this place here, this first 3 numbers is a code ID from, it's not like that's a fixed thing. That's from what we built in our database. That is supposed to be a code ID. This is supposed to be a name. This is supposed to be a phone number. So we are going to name our variables in a way we are going to understand, so that when we are mapping, we will not confuse ourselves, okay? So this is code ID. So we are going to come here, and now if I do like this and pick splits, there's no way for me to do a proper mapping. So what do? I'm going to delete that. I'm going to click inside that drop down and pick this one. What this does is that it gives me room to manipulate and play and put the numbers of my position. So I'm going to put number 1 here. What does that mean? I'm telling this machine, I'm telling Make now that this number 1 I put here, I'm telling you that go into this splitting output and output the first variable from it, which is the number. It will nod its head, okay. We'll go into the second one. Remember from here, the second one is what? Ahmed project, which is name. So let's name this name. What is the name, Seth? I think we named it in client's name. Okay, so that we can, when we are mapping, we will not be confused. So we are going to call this client's name. Sorry, my spelling. So we'll map this splitting again with that number. But this time, remember that client's name or name from that output is number 2. We're going to come into that space and tell it. I'm putting number 2 here is because I want name to come out. So the position for name from the output of my first set variable, the second position is for name. That is why I am putting this 2 here. It will say, okay, I will do it. You come to the third one. The third one was what again? Let's go and check. The third one was phone number. The fourth one is phone number. So we'll come here and put phone number. So we're going to tell it again that I am not done, no. I still want it to do some mapping for me. So we'll come here and put, who will tell me the position of that one? What will be the position of that one? You should answer me. You want us to put 3 and 4 inside that space? It will not work like that. So we are going to put 3. We are going to put 3. The position will be 3. Oh, why is my picture not moving? 3. Then we'll come back again. This time, instead of clicking another add item, we are just going to map again. But this time, we are going to put 4 inside. We have put the 2 together inside one space, but we have given them their appropriate positioning. Is it okay? So not make sense to people? Yes. Let me save it and run it so that you will see. But to this point, do we understand? Before I save and run, do we understand? Perfect. So let's run and see the magic that will happen. So I'm going to save and I'm going to pick where to start from. I'm just going to pick one sample data because I don't want to run so much operations. And let's run it. Let's pick another one. We've been working with Ahmed since. Let's pick Okoro Job and save. I've not been saving my distance. Let me save my distance. So I'm going to run it once. Okay. Now, can people see that now code ID name is standing on its own, client's name is standing on its own, and phone numbers are now standing together, have been joined together. Can people see, compared to this one, that it just put splitting and put all of them, brought them out as an array, and there's no way you can map it. You saw that when we tried to map that splitting, it didn't give us all this value. It didn't give us all this value, so there was no way we could map it. But look at this now. By the time we want to map, we will be able to have code ID to stand on its own so that we can map where we want it to enter. We'll have client's name stand on its own for it to map into what we did. Do you even understand what I just did? Somebody say wonderful. Okay, and Yusuf, raise your hand up. Let me. You people did not understand, okay? Without this illustration I did. Yusuf, raise your hand up. Let me have you unmute yourself. Yes, ask your question.
Okay, well done. It's not as if I don't understand. I do. I just want to ask if what is the use of the first the second module?
This set variable.
Yes, this set variable. If we are going to be able to use set multiple variable, what is the use of this one? Is it necessary?
What's the use of the first one?
Yes.
Yes. Let's answer your question by practicing. Let me unlink this. Now, if we do it like this, can you explain to me how we want to map the names to stand on their own? Because this one doesn't help us to split. So if we now say we want to split, that means what you want us to do is that I don't want to scatter what I've done. That means you want me to come here, pick where's the split? You want me to pick the split, put the name here, And you want me to put the dash, right? Let me run it and see if it is even run for me. Yeah, I'm always ready to spoil something in the process of figuring it out. At first, it's not a client's work. Okay, I think it's giving us errors. Maybe because of this one. So close all these ones. We are going to map them again. Because, okay, no. I think I mapped in the wrong place. Let me just put mapping as in here and use that split again. Hold on. Where's that name again? Can you see? It still gave you
Okay.
the same thing, but it's a waste of space because it is meant for setting multiple variables. That one gives you room to set just what you want to extract. That's the set variable gives you room to extract. But if you do this, you will have to add another set variable to extract them one by one. So which
Oh,
one is more better
okay.
to use?
So the set variable is like an enabler for the set multiple variable to run smoothly. Got it. Got it.
So
Thank
I'm
you.
going to do, you're welcome. I'm going to do what I did again.
Sorry
So
for.
I'm going, no, it's fine. It's fine. You can ask questions. Okay, Doris and Roland, you're the next people to ask questions. Ask your question, Doris.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
So, I wanted to say that right, you wanted to join the phone numbers together, right? Because it's split in the first this thing. So you wanted to join them together. So during when you're putting the variable name, if you put the variable name and put the split function there, you put three and put another split function and put four for it to join them together. Was that what you did? Lost
No,
track
no,
of
no,
time.
no, no. I'm going to explain that part again. As I'm trying to map it back, I'm going to explain that part again. So I didn't do that. I'll explain it again. Is that fine? Roland,
Okay, that exactly was what I wanted to ask exactly because where you were
what
mapping the
Doris
number,
asked.
yeah, that exactly place where you were mapping the numbers. Though I know the first one rules was mapping them one after the other, one by one. While the second one is you can map as many. So where you were like mapping that third one, where you were mapping the numbers one after the other, the variables.
I'll explain
I
it.
was
I think
maybe
that's
you
where
were joining
almost
them together.
everybody. I think that's
Yeah.
where everybody got confused, but I'll just start up explaining from this place again. So in this place, you just give your variable a name. I gave mine splitting because I can't think of anything. So in the splits, like I said, the opposite of splits is join. Just in case you have a scenario where a client wants you to join things from different places and make them one, you go and use join. I think join is where now. I want to look for that. We're not using it, but I just want to show you. Okay, look at the join here. You use it to join together. So that's the opposite of split. But in this case, we want to break into two. Roland, please, can you drop your hands so that I know that your hands are not up? Now, in this case, we want to break into two, into three rather. Three things that are joined together: code ID, name, and phone number. That's what we want to do. So we decided to use the split function. What does the split function do? We map the place the thing we want to break into two, which is the project name. Is the project name that has all the names joined together. And I said that you now the next space next to it is to add the thing that is joining them together so that it will carry its torchlight, go and search for that thing and come out it from inside. So that it will allow them to stand on their own. They will not be gumming body together again. That is why we put that. If it was a comma that was separating them, it will be a comma that will be here. If it is a slash that was separating them, it is a slash that will be there, right? I now saved it. Let me disconnect this and run just this module. so that we can see the output. So if you look at it, it has made them to stand on their own independently. They are not holding hands again. Yeah, so them separate. Don't hold your hands. Their hands in this case was the dash or the hyphen. That's their hand. So now everybody's standing on their own, bearing their papa name. They are not holding hands. But the problem is that there are two people that are bearing the same papa name, which are phone number, the 3 and 4. But they did not know that they are bearing the same papa name because they are holding hands together. But in the process of separating them, the person that separated them say, it be like na ejima be this so. Una be twins. They say, Kwen, we are twins. They say, oh, una be twins. Una for talk na. I for no separate una two. Oh yeah, make us join una back again. Since na only una two be twins. So now come here and now use set variable. In the process of using this multiple set variable, where they separated them to stand on alone, but they never know what their name be. That's where we'll now use the set multiple variable so that they will know their name. And the first one, this surname na code ID. The second one, in surname na client's name. The third and the fourth, their name, their papa name na phone number. Then we'll join the people where they bear the same papa name, make them hold hand and go together. I just hope this illustration is doing because now don't make me speak the one way past me. So I'm going to come here. The first one is code ID. And why I'm saying is code ID is because that's what we're going to be using to map it. This is our endpoint eventually. Our endpoint is to have all these things populate here. And the first name, the first what's it called? The first number in that name joining is called code ID, is a code ID. It can be anything. For the purpose of this, I called it code ID, right? So we want to name it code ID. That's his papa's name. So we're now going to come here where we separated them. We're not more going to go back to where they stood on, where the hands were joined before. Remember, when we want to map, we're not coming back to map them from a table here. No. We're going to map them from where we separated them because now that we have separated them, we want them to bear their names on their own without problem. So we're going to come here and map. But now we need to know the positions they are standing. Probably the policeman that came to separate them, he has night blindness. You know, they see who be first, who be second, who be third. So he now decided to position them. The first person on the, if you check the output here, the first person is the code ID, which is this number. The next is the client's name. The next ones are the phone numbers joined together. So the code ID, so we'll now put the position. The first one is code ID. That is why we put number 1 there. We now click on number 2. The second one is client's name. So we'll come back here and pick this split function. Remember that I didn't do like this. If I do like this, there will be no space to put in the numbering. So you have to click on the drop down to pick from that place. And the second position from that output for the client's name is number 2. We put number 2 there. The third place for phone number is this one. Now, you people should pay rapt attention so that you don't get confused. Is this one. So, I marked it in the wrong place. Is this place phone number? Then we come inside and put number 3 there. I did not put another thing. The only thing I did was to click this place again. I did not add space. I did not add comma. I did not add hyphen. I just clicked it twice. Then I come inside there again and put the position of the second other phone number. The only reason I am doing this is because they are together. They are supposed to be together as phone numbers. So I decided to map them together in the same place so that when they are outputting, they'll be joined together. Then I save. And when I save, I'll choose where to start because I don't want to waste my operation. So when I finish everything, I can run everything together. So I'll choose where to start and choose manually. Pick a sample, save, and I run mine. So if you now look at the output, the code ID is standing alone. The client's name is standing alone. And the phone number is standing alone. Do we understand now? Okay, can see it. So more people are saying yes. Okay, that means the explanation did it better this time. So now we want to now move all that we have been doing, all this merry-go-round we've been doing, we want to now move it to our final destination, which is a spreadsheet. So let's move it to spreadsheet. So we're going to add the spreadsheet, sorry, Google Sheet, I mean to say. So what's the what type of module under spreadsheet are we going to use? I want more answers. Create a record. Somebody say create a record. Let's search for create a record and see. Is there anything like create a record? Certainly not. So it's going to be add a row. So we're going to pick add a row, not, yeah, create add a row. So let me close the chat and continue what I'm doing. So I'm going to create a connection. I hope you're not going to give me problems today. Okay, my Google Sheets are connected. So I'm going to choose a path from where I want it, certainly from my drive. So what's the name of my sheet is called make practical. So I'm going to pick that, make practical. So when I do that, what's the name of the sheet? The one we want to put, we have if condition, we have table. It's certainly the one that is table. That is where I want to put it. So I'm going to pick there. So when it asks you, does it contain a header? This is what it means. It means that does it contain this first place? That does it have a heading that interprets what each row is supposed to be? That is the meaning of header. So certainly yes. If you don't have a header, maybe you just want to push data there, you're not doing anything special, no heading, you can pick no, but certainly my own has a header, so I'll pick it. Now it's time to map. So we're going to map. So for client's name, we're not coming back to a table now to pick anything about name because we have already separated them. Now, if you look at it, from the first set variable, there's no way we would have been able to map name. Can you see? But from the set multiple variable, you can see client's name is looking like it can be mapped, and we have mapped it. Now, do you now understand why we picked set multiple variable instead of doing it from set variable? Do people see why? Okay, somebody has answered yes, and I believe he has answered on behalf of everybody. Yes, good. So the next one is stage. That one, we didn't have to do anything there, so we can just pick it directly from Airtable. Anything that you had to, maneuver to get and manipulate, you have to pick from those places you maneuvered it from. Phone number. This is where we're going to pick it from. Certainly not from set variable, but from the set variable, set multiple variable. So we'll pick the phone number here. The code ID, you can see, we pick it from here. Type, we come here and look for type. If the list is too long, you can just come in here and search for what you're looking for. Work hours is here, we pick it. Milestone status. Assigned. Assigned is supposed to be name. I don't know. I think I did not name it. It's assigned here. I don't know why it's showing as name here. Okay, it's showing assigned equal to name. Milestone progress. Okay, we don't have milestone progress because I think I added it because I want to use it to explain something later. So let's continue. So when we are done, we'll remember to save and also save our scenario. Let's not forget to be saving scenario. So after doing that, look at it very well. Film am well. You can see that it is empty. So when you start populating, you will not say something been there before. It's empty. So we are going to run it. But this time we're just going to choose all. Sorry. Choose where to start. I'll just pick all. And if I run this, subsequently, when people fill a form or something and it's entering, is going to run that way. We are going to demonstrate to see. So I'm going to, I've picked all because I want you to pick every damn record here and populate it in the listing. So I picked all, saved it. So I'm going to save my record and I'm going to run it. So let's go and be watching. Let's wait. Can you people see it happen? Did you see the magic? Maybe I'm the only one that saw the magic. It's like I'm the only one that saw it. Somebody said, wait, teacher, thank you. Can people see how the thing populated? I make sure to turn over to this place so that you people will see as it's dropping. So that you will not say, Ada did magic and copied everything and came and pasted here. Hey. So you people saw that it worked, Abby. Say, see by my way. Yes. You people saw that it worked, Abby. You want to see waiting again with which person's operation? Please, 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 mind yourself. So let's see the output from the Google Sheets. Operation 1, you can see this is the output. The spreadsheet ID, the role you should update, and all that. So it has, these are the inputs and it has entered it correctly. So, it was in form of, some of them are drop down. I'm not going to be teaching you how to convert these things to drop down. If you are good, oh, shoot. If you are good with spreadsheets, you know how to come and manipulate to make this drop turn the ones that are supposed to be dropped down into drop down. It's make I came to teach people, not a spreadsheet, okay? So you people saw how it happened. I want to see. So so you can see that that happened. So I'm going to quickly set up a form for us to demonstrate. Now I'm going to explain something about this one shortly, but I want us to I want people to have a good feel of seeing this happen. So take note of the last name. Ahmed Project is the last name. So I'm going to give you a form, everybody a form to fill. But please, when you are filling the form, fill it in form of number, your name, and phone number. It doesn't have to be your own phone number. It can be random numbers. Then put dash in between. Put dash in between the number so that you can see how it populates here. You can see that the code ID is standing on its own, the phone number is standing on its own, and the client's name is standing on its own, right? So I'm going to drop a form quickly. Just give me a moment. I think I had created the form before, but I did not label it correctly. So I'm just adding a note to the Google to the Airtable form so that you are able to understand how you should fill it. So I'm going to publish it. It's still saving. I'm going to publish it so that I can share the form with you all. Give me a moment, let it finish saving. Okay, publish. So are people ready? I want to drop the form. Are you ready? Okay. So I'm dropping the form. So please follow instruction. The whole essence is for you to fill it. But before you do that, let me work on this timer so that we can give it 1 minute for it to populate and it starts running. Okay. Remember, take notes. The last name is Ahmed Project, so that when you people start entering your names, you see it working real life. So I'm dropping the form in the chat now. So please go ahead. Let's do a 5 minutes exercise to just see how it happened. If I get enough names, no, you don't need an Airtable account to fill the form. Anybody on the internet can fill it. You don't need an Airtable account to fill it. So go ahead, quickly. Maureen, ask your question. Maureen, ask your question.
Okay. Good evening, Adeze.
Good evening,
Thank you
Maureen.
so much. Thank you so much. Please, I think I got confused at some point because the way you added some lines that you wrote 12 when you were running the whole workflow. I don't know. I was thinking maybe is it the table?
Why did I add 12? I can't remember where I added 12.
I'm complete. Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Olaide, ask your question.
I hope you are getting it.
I can hear you now.
Okay, thank you for your time. My question is this. You see, there's some number when they are
You're
writing.
faint. I can't hear you properly. So can you bring your mouth closer to the mic?
I'm saying that for some numbers, like if you want to fill some form or they are putting the number and there is space between the number. Do you understand what I'm trying to?
No, you are still faint. I don't know if any other person is hearing you properly, but I'm not hearing you properly.
Like there's a number format where the number is there is space, not any arrow like that is between this number like you show from the assignment.
I'm still not hearing you well. If
Let
anybody
me drop.
can hear him, okay, drop
I
it in
need.
the chat. You
Okay.
can drop your question in the chat. I'll attend to it because I can't hear you. Precious, you people that are filling the form, hope you people are seeing how your details are entering. Can you people see it? You cannot see it, Ke. Are you not seeing people that are filling their details here that is populating? How can you say you're not seeing yet? I'm not writing anything. I don't even know what people are feeling, but it's populating. The last name we had was Ahmed Projects, but you can see the number of details that has entered. Some are even filling the details wrongly, safe. People can see us. So, Olaide, you just say space between the number, not a character. That's not a question. I still don't understand what you're trying to ask, right? So maybe you should rephrase your question again. So I think I'm going to, okay, you're asking if when there is a situation where there is space and no, okay, if that's the case, you just map it and go like that now. It's because that there's a dash. That's why we have to go all through all of that. If that's the case, if the phone number comes with just space, and I think that's even the proper way a phone number should be. You just map it. You just map the phone number correctly. You might not even need to use it to do anything in the set variable. If it was attached to the name like it is here, I want to turn off my form. I think it's okay. People have seen that it's working. So I want to turn it off. Um, no. It's not all situations you need set variable. The only reason I touched set variable today is to show you how you can use it. It's not necessary to use it if there's no need to use it. If it was just 124 Smith residence and the phone number with spacing, you will just extract them using the set variable, but you're not going to map the phone number in this set multiple variable. You're not going to map it. Okay, I think a lot of you have filled I think I've turned out the form. because I feel like we've seen that it's working enough. If it has attachments with 2 or 3 sets, that means you're going to have 2 sets of set variable where you will treat each attachment. So maybe it has a comma and a slash. You have the first set variable, you deal with the one that has with the comma. The next one will you deal with the one that has a slash. Yeah, the person's info will populate, but the problem now is that if it populates, it's not going to look neat. You're the one that will now go inside there and be fixing it. So if you want to maybe build a workflow like that, you can now build a for such situation. So you can build for when somebody puts in comma, another one for when somebody puts in hyphen, another one for when somebody puts in a slash, so that however it is, it will pass. Okay. So I believe we understood or we understand to this point. Do we? So I want to this milestone progress. I wanted to do something. Set variable again. No, let it be here. So I want to do something. Now, probably now you want a situation where if you look at this thing, you can see 2/5 complete, 3/6 complete, 1/5. I want a situation that if it's 6/6 complete or 5/5 complete, it will come into this place, and anyone that is 5/5 complete, it will mark it as done. Anyone that is 6/6 complete, mark it as done. But the ones that are maybe 1/5 complete, 3/6, it's not the numerator and denominator are not the same. We want to put it as in progress, right? So in such situation, remember that we don't have this column here, but maybe the supervisor that wants to supervise this wants a situation that he wants to look at it and just know who has completed their milestone, who has not completed their milestone, because it's for his own personal use. It's not in the, maybe this table is for staff members where they will put in the progress of what they are doing, but supervisor wants to see who has done their task. Now let's do that. We're going to add a set variable. And inside the set variable, we'll put task, we can name it task completion. So we'll now come here and we'll look for if function. Now, as I'm hovering around this if function, you can see it says if 1 is equal to 1, then let it be A. If not B, that's the meaning of this thing. Means that if 1 is exactly 1, let it be A. If 1 is not equal to 1 in what we are setting, then let it be B. Then it gave us an equal to A, meaning that true, 1 is equal to 1. If 1 is equal to 2, let it be A, if not B. Certainly, 1 is not equal to 2. So this thing is not true. That is why it eventually picks the if not, which is B. If you're familiar with programming languages, you will understand this, but don't worry, I'm here for you. I'm there for you. I'll explain it to you, okay? So in this situation, remember I said that if it is 5/5, we have a 5/5 here, we have a 6/6 here, we have a couple of them that are 5/5, some that are 6/6. We want that if it is 5/5 or 6/6, we want it to show done. If not, it should show incomplete. But because I'm dealing with 2 case scenario here where it's done, that's 2 things that would require done, I'm going to delete this set variable and I'm going to use multiple set variable. Set multiple variable. So the first one will be, I'll just say 5/5 complete. Because I put a dash, let me just say 5/5 complete. So I'm going to come here and use the function if. Where's that if again? So I'm going to say if, I'll go back to this place again. Where is that place that is, okay, it's milestone status. If milestone status, I'll now come here and look for equal to. Look at the equal to operator. It is called an operator. This one means it's not equal to. So equal to, not equal to, and or are all called operators. These other ones are called functions. So I will come and say if key milestone is equal to, I'm going to come here and copy a sample 5/5 complete. I'm just going to copy it so that I don't make mistake in my typing, and I'll paste it inside there. Then put done here. If it is not 5/5 complete, put incomplete. Remember, your second input is always, if it doesn't fulfill that equal to, what is equal to, if it doesn't fulfill it, then do the second thing. But if it fulfills it, do the first thing. Do the first thing inside this what's it called? Inside the space. But if it doesn't fulfill it, do the second one. And remember, if I do not add for 6/6, it's going to mark 6/6 as incomplete, because here I've already told you that it is only when it is 5/5 complete. So I'm going to do that again and put 6/6 complete. So I'll use the if variable again, if function rather, and say the same milestone. If the milestone is equal to, let me go and copy it because I don't want to make mistake. It should be done. But if it is not 6/6 complete, it should put incomplete. Then I'm going to save this and put it here. Then I'm going to go and map. No, I think before I even map it, I should run it so that it gives me an output for me to map. You can see the sample I picked was certainly not something that is incomplete. That was certainly not something that was complete. Let's look at it. We picked Aziz Opeyemi. You can see that Aziz milestone is 3/5. So that's why it's saying incomplete. So let's map it now. I might have to put 5/5. Let me first copy this. Because it's giving us two outputs. So I will come here and refresh so that it gives me the second 5/5. So the one that is 5/5, I'll map it. The one that is 6/6, I'll map it. Let's save and see. So I'm going to test only one and see. Or let me even run everything. Let me run everything. Choose where to start from. I'll pick all. Save my scenario. Then I'm going to run everything. Looks like there's a problem. So probably did not map it correctly. It did not enter very well, or it did not enter correctly. So we might need to use maybe like a router. So let's add a router here. And what we're going to do is that we're going to duplicate this. I can either pick copy module or clone. If I copy it, I can come here and paste, and I will put it. This will be the first, this will be the second. So let me just look at it. So we're going to add a filter. Okay, I think this is where we're supposed to put the no, this defeats the purpose of what I want to do. Be like my brain is fried. Trying to figure out why this didn't work. Could be the problem. Okay, I think what the challenge is that I'm trying to I'm trying to achieve two things at the same time. It's supposed to be if it's either this, then do this. So I'm going to remove this 5/5 milestone here and just leave this other one, meaning that it is only when it is 6/6 milestone, let it run. So let me delete this module here. I might not need this router here. So I'm going to refresh the form so that it's remove that 5/5 from inside here. Excuse me. So let's go back to this one and delete it. Let's just delete it. I'm going to add a set variable again. So inside here, I'll just say completion, could be anything. So I'll say if the milestone no, that's not the place to mark it. If the milestone completion is equal to 6/6 complete, then make it done. If not, make the rest as incomplete. I'll save it. So I'm going to run everything. Why is it blinking? Is there something that I did not do? Okay, looks like I did not save. Right. Let me be saving my scenario before. Choose where to start from. I'll pick all. Click save. Click save here again and run it. Did it run? No. Ha. accident has catch our automation. Oh. Why didn't it work? Okay, I think I know why. Who can tell me what the problem is? Who can tell me what the problem is? I want to be sure that we are following together. Abi people left me. Who can tell me what the problem is in the chat? I already remember, I've already figured out what the problem is, but I want to be sure you people also know why. Who can tell me what the problem is? Ah, are they sleeping? It be like these people don't leave me here. Are people still here? Okay. No, it's not because there's no new data to run. It's not because there's no new data to run. No. You people are not. No. Ah, God. I just want one person to get it. I just want one person to get it. Can you tell me why it's not working? Yes, you people are here, be answering me. The energy you are using to type we are here, be answering me. No, it's not variable setting. No, 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 no. Ha! Nobody's getting it. It's turned on. It's not mapping. No, no, no. Oh. Who is this person that said update a row? Where's that person? BB. You people should give a round of applause to BB. He or she is the person that got it correctly. We are not using the module update a row. That is why it is not working. We are using add a row and we are trying to update. That is why it is not working. Hi, BB. Oh, I feel like dashing you the last 1,000 naira in my account. We're supposed to use update a row. Now, these are the small things we pay attention to when you're automating. You have to be a deep thinker. You can see that even me, myself, I was already making mistakes, but I was able to pick that I made mistake. Thank God I did not open my mouth and talk it on time because I wanted all of us to think it together. But let Bibi was thinking it with me. Bibi was thinking it with me. Eh? Yes, Bibi, you're very correct. It's supposed to be updates a row. So let's try and see if that will work. So let's add the update a row module. So now specifying. Okay, yeah, I think my drive is correct. Make practical. Add table. Now it will ask for row number. I'm not sure I can see well. Let me search for row number. Okay, that's giving me row number. And I will map row number. So I'm seeing 100 and something. What happened? Ha, people fitting so. Oh, look at it oh. The milestone progress. It was working down here. Can you see it in the sheet? It didn't start from the beginning. I'm just scrolling now and I'm seeing the details down here. So it worked actually, but let's do it the right way. So it has a header. Now this place is asking you where exactly do you want to update. Don't go and make a mistake when you are trying to use the update column, update a row column and now map everything afresh. No, this place is for you to map what exactly you want to update, and it is the milestone progress we are looking to update. Why is it just bringing? I'm going to unlink this so that it will give me choose where to start from. Let me just choose manually. Row 155. This one just entered a new one here. The only reason why I did that, I ran it again, is for it to bring out other ones for me to map. So we want to update the milestone progress. So we're going to come to this place. So I think if we added this milestone 5/5, it would have worked. So let's add the 5/5 and the 5/6. Okay. So I'll try to delete everything. Okay, everything here. So that everything that has been updated before will not have any updates again, right? So let's try to run it again. So I'm going to refresh since I've updated the form, I have to refresh this one so that it will bring in the updated this one. Excuse me. So milestone 5/5. Where is that incomplete? I have to go back to I want to add multiple variable. Some people are not tired though. So in this case, I'll come here and change this to 5/5. It's the same mapping, but I don't want to waste time. I think I wasted so much time. That's why I don't want to waste time. So I'm just going to run only one so that it will give me the second 5/5. If you see, if I try to map here, if I try to map here for the incomplete variable, okay, there's 5/5. Okay, let me just map it since it has already, but there's no value for it to bring us. So we're looking to update 5/5 completion and 6/6 completion. So for 5/5, we're going to map it. For 6/6, we're going to map it. So when we do, we're not looking to map any other thing. This one we will have to add the row number. So if you don't know how to find it, you can search here or you use this row number here. So I think we are good to go. We already set our header to yes. Is there anything we need to pay attention to? I'm not sure. So we're going to save it. So let me align everything together, save, and choose where to start from. I want you to update everything. So let's run and see. This thing went to start from down. I don't know why. Smith residence. Okay, I think it's made because I was always test running it. It's made duplicate of it. I went to start running from the place that it made duplicate from. So that's an error. Who can tell us how we can fix that error? I think my brain is fried. I don't know how we can fix that error. if you're asking if we can use the or, right? You can try that when you are practicing it. You can, okay, as people say, I should delete the duplicate error. Now, if I delete the duplicate error, if I run this again, it's going to still, okay, let me do that and run it again. So let me delete all. Let me search for all the Smith residents and delete. Okay, I've picked where it is. These are all the duplicates. So we're supposed to only have about 15. So we're going to try and run the updates again. Okay, I've deleted it. So I want to try and run it again. It keeps creating new records instead of updating. Okay, I think maybe because there's an add a role. Because there's an add a role module here, so it adds the role before it updates it. So peradventure, let me do this. I think that's the reason why. Hey, it can work. It has to be the other way. Come in. Let me see how we can fix that duplicate. Okay, you say you have a solution. Which of the two do you want me to move? Before we need a router before the Google Sheets. Which of the Google Sheets module do you think we need a router? Somebody said I should move. Okay, I'm not sure there's anything like update a column, but let me see. It's what we have is update a cell. Is your hand up?
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Hello. Okay.
For me, I can hear
Things we are
you.
going to do. You see, that first two we use to populate. That first two we use to populate.
I can't hear you again, no. Hi, Azizat. Unmute yourself.
Okay. Good evening, Ada.
Good evening.
So I would like to ask that can we say that it should either add a row or update a row based on if one information on the row is already like available?
Like a filter.
Yes.
So what? Tell us, what would the filter be?
Like
My own is to be
I
collecting
think
instruction.
I don't know. This is our first time of using Make, but we know with Zapier you can actually
Hmm.
do either update or I don't know with Airtable either update that's with a path. So you can give it two paths that will say okay either update based on the record ID, based on the or name if it is available. Then
Okay.
update with this information. If it is not available, create a new rule, create a new record. So I don't know if it can also work like that. So the router will be
So
before they add a row. So it either adds a new row if
I
the
think I guess what you're trying to say.
information is
Let
not
me.
available, or it updates if it is available. Something like that. I don't know.
Okay. Hmm. Come in. If milestone is equal to 5/5, the capital letter completes. Then you should come and update this one, I guess. So I'll just duplicate this one and add a filter too. If milestone status is 6/6, complete. I think that's what you were trying to say, right? Azizat, let's try and see. Let me first delete the duplicates we have. Yeah, did I delete everything? Did it run? It's like it did not run. No. Because why is it not running? Oh God, oh. The funny thing is that I have teach and ratio I'm supposed to ratio. I wanted to do extra on how to update a row. We now come and hook. You say we need to remove the add a row sheet and link updates directly to the multiple variables. I'm not sure I understand what. Folashade, let me unmute you so that you can. Folashade, I've unmuted you.
I think
Folashade, I've unmuted you.
you should. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I think we should remove the add a row sheet.
Okay.
Yeah,
And just use.
and link the update a row to the multiple variable directly.
So if we remove it and there's a scenario that when people fill a form, it should add it to a row, then it should update the row. What do you think we will need to do? Folashade, I see.
Yes.
Yeah, I asked the question. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Okay. Maybe we should do it that way. Update then add. It should
So we
come
add a
like
row
that.
module coming before
Update
the
a row before adding.
we cannot update a row that has not been added now. So, well, it's because we have filled this form, we have filled this in now. Just imagine now that subsequently, it is only when people have filled a form to populate. Can you update a milestone that you cannot even know the milestone status yet when it has not been added?
Okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Please, let's brainstorm together. Akukuma did not tell people that I'm an expert. So let's figure it out together.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, can you hear you now?
Yeah, okay. You see, from that last module before the first Google sheet, eh,
That's the set multiple variable.
okay, we don't need this one first. You understand? We need to use the module that populates the record from when they fill it to the first sheet. Then after that sheet, we are going to bring another tool. So now from there we use set variable and we use another Google sheet with update the row. Then we map it with all these conditions.
Okay, are you trying to say this is supposed to be like this?
That's it.
Okay, let's try that. I mean, trying to. Move on. What's happened? It is fights. Why you no one connects? Whew, this user is tired. All the suggestions people are giving me, I will give you as assignments. I'm tired. I'm giving people as assignments. Go and figure out how to fix this problem and share with me online. Please. Olaide, you said I should unmute you. I unmuted you before now. Where's Olaide again?
You know why this thing is refusing to connect?
No.
You are setting some connection between, like, already it's like something is like a trigger before. Now you are going to make it an action. So you need to delete all those, like you need to delete the module and restart it. So that's why it's not connecting.
Okay. You people go and do it, please. I've tried. Have I not tried? I have tried. Please, let me unmute people that want to ask questions. Please, if it's anything that has to do with this update row, I'm tired. I probably will figure it out tomorrow. But maybe because I'm already tired now, I'm not able to. Hi, Kinsley. Kinsley, you can speak or
Hello,
you've been
good
on like
evening.
good evening.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, you asked us not to ask question about. I wanted to comment on the problem we are having now. But since
Is
you
it a
said we should take it as
suggestion?
assignments, I think
If it's a suggestion, we can take, but if it's a question, we cannot take. I'm so tired,
okay.
guys.
I think the setting might actually be correct because if you observe, it worked, but it was not updating from the first row. So
Mm,
what I think happens here is the setting we had already is in place. Now, what we might do is, if just like you're giving up multiple options, if this is equal to this, then
mm,
this, else the other one. Now,
mm,
I don't think there's options good just like this as I'm saying right now.
mm.
Can't we have there's no space for if or if and,
Okay.
like in programming you have if this or that, or if this and this, then this. Like having everything
So,
in one place. Yeah,
okay. So you want us to use an or here, right? An or variable.
exactly. Yeah, if possible.
Okay. Let's do that. Let me remove this one. Let me map where necessary. Oh, maybe this one. Let me unlink it so that we'll even see what the output will be. This could work. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one. Now just remove. Let me refresh this. And let me save. So we might not even need a router. Let me remove. Let me align it. Wait. Maybe I should just delete this one. If we need it, come back for it. So let me save. Let me choose where to start. Let me be sure that there's no. Okay, I think there's some sort of duplicate here. Let me delete it. Let me be sure that this Kingsley is here. And I'm not deleting. Okay, it's already exists. So I'll just. It's still delete. It's still creating it below. It's still creating it below.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you know when we started, you selected that it asked us if our sheet has a header. So and you
Yes.
added this other column after we were done with that. So could that not be the reason why it is not starting from the top?
Which one? From this update arrow?
Yes, you know when we were going to add so when
If
you were
I
going
put,
to add,
go ahead.
okay, when you were going to send us to fill the form, it started from somewhere. When you were adding it to the sheet, they asked us if there was a header on the sheet it was going to be populating.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not? Don't you think that is affecting why it is starting from? It's not starting from the
No,
beginning or from the top.
no. Because even if it has to update that column, it has to know that there's a header for it to pick up from. If we remove that no header now, let me click on that no header, you'll see that everything here will change. They've disappeared. You can see. So we cannot even map anything now. That's why we had to use this. So you people are going to, can we just use another scenario to update that column? You can actually. You can use another scenario to update it, but I was trying to see how we could do everything inside of one scenario. You can, but I want everybody to try this on their own. You want us to get to something else? We are done for today. Oh. What's the time? This is already 10 o'clock. I'm taking questions and I've dropped your assignments. You want us to delete everything and run again? This user is a human being and this user is tired. Please, we cannot start again. Do you people want me to export this blueprint and share with you people? Yes, solving the problem will go a long way. If I have an automation, I either take a break from it and come back, or I keep trying. But the night is long gone, and we've spent 2 hours. At least we've learned a couple of things in the course of it. So you people should go, figure it out, record a video, post it on Twitter, so that I can also learn what people do differently. If I have the time to check it tomorrow, if not, because I have a client work that I'm supposed to work on that um I had to postpone. So that might be what I'll pick tomorrow. If I can, I'll also do it. And if I get a breakthrough, I'll certainly let people know. If not, it's assignment in addition to the assignment I gave people before. Okay, you want just the data. Some said that I should not export that. They just want the data in that sheet. So, okay, maybe it's the data. Read one. Please, can you send me a message? Read one, are you still here? Okay, Readman, please send me a message on WhatsApp so I can share with you the blueprints and the data of this data so that they can work with it. I cannot share it here. I'll have to share it to somebody that can send it to you people. So Readwan will drop me a message. Readwan, is that fine? Please Readwan. You're saying you don't have my contacts. Don't let me enter you. You know where to get my number, Readwan. Don't you? The data in the Airtable. Which data in the Airtable? The data in the Airtable is not let me see. So I'm going to do something quickly now. You people are going to copy. I'm going to give you a link to my Airtable so that you people will copy the. I'm dropping the link. Read now, please raise up your hand so that I can unmute you. I'm going to drop the link to the database so that people can duplicate it into your own name. So that people can duplicate it into your own name. Okay, somebody is saying, why don't we search before we update? Read one, please raise your hand up while I try this thing that this person has given us. Send. I don't know if I'm supposed to take something, but let me try and fail. Where to start? Let me choose manually. Let me see if there's anything that's so there is an Aziz and it picked it. Let me see whether there's an Aziz before. There's an Aziz before, but it's not picking the old one. Even after searching for read one. I can't find you. Okay. Please, I'm going to send Ridwan the. How many of you have taken the link I sent in the chat to duplicate the database? I think that's even all that people need. You don't even need the one in the spreadsheet.
Sorry to interrupt, but I needed to clarify that we have like a group or a page on the Telegram channel for important links. So if there is links or if there are links that you need to share that everybody has to get, it would be better you give it to one of us, the admins, so that we could put it on those pages so that everybody can have access to it.
Okay, fine. Should I drop the link again? I dropped
the Airtable one, right? I've gotten
yes.
the Airtable one. But is it's only the Airtable one you wanted Ridwan to share, yes?
No. How do I share the JSON? If I export this, how do I share it? I'm not sure.
Telegram. If you can give it to us on Telegram, if you can get it on Telegram, we'll take it to the channel.
How do we find each other on Telegram now? That's why I wanted somebody who could reach out to me directly. So if there's a way.
Skill Africa.
Hello.
Abiola will reach out to you on Telegram.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, who is speaking, please?
Ridwan. It's Ridwan.
Okay, hi Ridwan.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the class. Well, I think what the last speaker was saying about Telegram could be fine, but if you export you from your download folder, then it can be shared to the admins, and they will share it on our Telegram page.
Wait, it's like, let me try and download this and see. I think I should be able to
If
share
they
it
export
in the
the
chat.
yeah, once it's going to be in your download folder, then you can pick it and share.
Okay, I've sent it to the chat. I didn't know I could share it here. So I've sent it. Please confirm if you can see it, you can open it.
Yes. No. Is there?
Okay. So I think I'm not going to bother about sharing anything. I've shared them the link to my Airtable database. Please, if people should duplicate quickly because I'll have to revoke the link later. Then the integration Airtable and the JSON for this so that you people can take it from there and map into your what's it called? Your Google Sheets, right? Whew. This was a whole lot today. Can people still hear me? Hello? Can I still be heard? So I'm going to unmute people that want to ask questions. Please don't ask me any question about this. Or just ask if I can answer, I will answer. Because I don't want you to ask the one that we are not able to figure out. But ask, please. Ask your question. Yusuf, I've unmuted you. Yusuf is not saying
Yeah.
anything.
Hello,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry, is it not the blueprint to this work you just sent now?
Yes, it's a blueprint. I've sent it to the chat.
Okay. Is that all we'll get,
I
or
also
won't we
sent
need
the. What do you want
the other
again?
data?
I've also shared my Airtable database for where the data came from. I've shared the link for you to duplicate into your own base.
Oh, you've shared the link to the chat too?
Let me share it again. I have.
The
Let
one
me
we saw
share it.
was the make.
No,
Yeah.
I shared. I shared previously. You
Okay,
probably missed
I've
it.
seen it now.
Mm. I just shared it again.
I've seen it now.
Okay.
I really don't have any question about. I just wanted to clarify this link. It's
Okay, I've shared.
this wasn't how we anticipated the class to go, but it's another. This is
All
a
right. I already,
this,
sh- I already taught you what I had in mind. I wanted to just go extra mile to show you how you could update a row. But it looks
yeah.
like it didn't turn out the way it was, either because I'm tired or because I need to get my eyes out of the screen and come back to look at it again. Like I said along the line, there are times automations will just keep failing. And maybe when you come back, you get an insight to it. At least you people should cut me some slack. I tried the first day, the second day, things went
Of
well.
course,
There are moments
of course.
where automations were not go the way we expect it to go. At least the first part of the automation, we saw it work. People fill the form and saw it populate, right? It was the updating of this thing that did not work. So apologies.
Yeah, of course you tried, and no apology needed. Anybody who has been practicing from the Airtable to the Zapier and now to the Make will understand that sometimes a system can just hold you by the neck
Misbehave.
and
Yeah.
will be choking you out. Like the other time I was asking you about the my Zapier population that was duplicating, just like
Mm.
how one is doing. This is exactly what I faced, and I just left it there to return back to it some other time. So sometimes it just needs for you to leave it, come back later, refresh and all that. Maybe
Yeah.
an insight will come into your head. Or because while you are away, your mind will be there and you'll be thinking about what you've not tried and all that. So in
Yeah.
the process, it can just click for you and you come and you try and it will just work. So you
You're right.
really done a lot for us and we appreciate you, and you know, we cannot really appreciate you enough. So thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you too. Thank you. So who has another question? Bibi, I've unmuted you.
Oh, finally, good evening. Well
This one
done.
you say finally. Thank you.
I've been raising my hands for almost, I don't know, maybe like almost 20 minutes now. So,
Oh, so sorry.
please, can you? I just want to make a suggestion. Can you please go back to the scenario?
Okay.
So, for the search row module, maybe can you please just maybe you unlink it, then let's put another one there. Let's
Put
yeah,
another
delete
search row.
delete this one first. Then put another search row module there. Okay. All right. So okay, and then okay. Okay. Now let's for I think the first column on our Google Sheet is what, please?
Look at it.
Okay, phone number. Oh, no. Okay,
No,
client's
client
name.
name.
Yes. Select client's name as
Where
a
should I
filter.
select it?
As a filter,
Okay.
client's name exists. No, just yes, exists. Okay, good. Save it. Save it. Just save.
Do
All
I
right, good.
link it to this one?
Yes. Link it, please.
Okay.
So on the update row, I think wouldn't there be need for us to run it, because I need the row number should come from the search row module. I need the row number to come from the
Let me
search row
pick
module.
where to start from.
All right, good. Okay, now so go to the update row module. Update a row module. So okay, for the row number, please delete. No, go up. Go up for the yes, for that row number, delete. Okay, yes. Pick from the search row module. Pick the row number from the search row module.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I get you. I think I know what you're trying to do. Okay, let's
Yes,
try it.
so let's try it. So okay. So
This
let's
will be
try it
very
and hope it won't duplicate the values.
okay.
This other one, okay, I don't know. Can we just okay? Maybe let's try it first. Let's see. That's what will happen.
Let me be sure that everything is deleted here. So there's no more incomplete.
So if our set variable is actually, if we get that set variable, if it's okay, then the row should be updated.
Oh, you are very correct. Absolutely correct. It
All right.
was, thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
So
You're
it was
welcome.
the mapping of, I used the wrong row number
Yes.
instead of, if a person go dey doubt itself whether I sabi this automation. God have mercy. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop it so that it doesn't consume so much listen. That's updated as much as possible. But let's see if it does it correctly. All the 5/5 is still incomplete. The 6/6. So I think we have to filter something, but I'm not sure I want to do that this night. But did everybody understand what we did? If people cannot open the Airtable link, I'm coming. Allow viewers to copy out of this base. It's on. Why is it not working? Tiredness is really dealing with me today because I can't even find what the error is in this thing that it's not allowing. That it's not allowing people to copy. Let me generate a new link. Maybe we should try again. Bibi, thank you so much. Yeah, I could do a recap of what we've done. But I want to know why. The JSON file, you cannot access it in Zoom now. You have to open it on your... You're not able to download it. I'll do a quick recap. Don't worry. I'll do a quick recap. But I just want to sort out this issue of database. Kingsley say he's able to copy it and save to his own database. Please be sure that you have an Airtable account though. Be sure you have an Airtable account that you're attempting to copy. You cannot try to copy to a base if you don't have a workspace. So let me quickly do a recap. Bibi, God bless you so much. Thank you so much. Let me quickly do a recap to what we've done, starting from the beginning. Are we still together? Please, let's use our last strength to push through. I know it's past 10 and we're tired. Even me, I'm tired, but let me be sure I still have your attention. Are you together? I want your rapt attention. I want to explain it from beginning, like just a walkthrough.
Where with you? Where with you?
Okay, thank you. So I'll go ahead and explain. So you people should already understand that we clicked on watch the record here, where we had to watch records that for the forms that were being filled. And some of you who were here from the beginning filled a form. And when you filled the form, you also saw how you were able to see how it populated in the spreadsheets. And what we did was that we had a name added to number and a makeshift phone number. And we decided to separate this number, the name, and the phone number into independent columns. Let me scroll up to the very beginning. Yeah. To the very beginning where we have client's name, phone number, and code ID. So we divided that into 3 places. And how did we do that? We used the set variable using the split function, and we mapped the place that has the name of where all the data were joined together, which is called project name. We put it in the first space. Then what is the thing that is separating them to get from each other? It is the dash or the hyphen. So we have to put in the thing that is separating them from each other, and we saved. And by the time we ran it, you can see that it now divided them to stand on their own under the output, the number, the name, and the phone number. But the problem is that the phone number was supposed to be together. They are not supposed to be separated. But because we divided this by the dash, anything that had dash had to be divided. Now we have to find a way to bring just the phone numbers together so that they make sense and can be used. That was when we now entered the set variable, and we still picked the split function, but we decided to use this one here. And when we did that, from this opening here, you can see that under the split array, the first one is the code ID, the second one is the name, the third and fourth are the phone number. So that was how we mapped it here, the code ID, and we put the position. Excuse me. Excuse me. And we put the position of each of the things we need. For the code ID, from the output, the position is number 1. For the name, the position is number 2. That was why we put 2 here. For the phone number, the position is number 3 and 4. So we didn't have to separate them independently. We put all of them together. For the phone number, that's the 3 and 4. All we did was to put their necessary position. So 3 first, 4 first, right? Then we saved. And when we saved, this was the output. The code ID was now standing on its own, which can be mapped now independently. The client name can stay on its own, which can be mapped independently. And the phone number are all together now, joined together because we added them together in the same space. We didn't have to create a new item to put them independently, right? Then when we finished, we now came here and created a set multiple variable, which I feel like this has a problem because it's not properly entering here. So when you're working on it, you might have to look at what could be the problem, because it said either this or this. There's a problem with this that needs to be fixed. And yeah, I don't want to explain this since we're not sure if this is correct, right? So we now mapped what we had done. For the name, we now mapped the client's name, which we have been able to divide to stay on its own. And I remember I told you before that we couldn't have been able to map it from this splitting because there was nothing here that looks like it's a name for us to map. So we had to map from here, which gives you the client's name, the stage, which we did not work on anything. We just took it as a data from Airtable. We mapped that one. We mapped the phone number from here that we had extracted. Same for the code ID and every other place that needed to be mapped from the Airtable module, right? Then when we finished, we searched for record here. And when we searched for record, we had to filter by the name of the client, saying that filter only when a client's name exists, updates the row. If there's a client's name, update the rule. So you could use anything to filter. It could be an email. So I would have, if this was a client's project and you needed to filter, I would have said maybe you should use email or phone number, because two people cannot have the same email or phone number. Or if they have a unique ID, you can filter by the unique ID. But in this case, because we are testing, there are no two people that bear the same name and surname. That was why we used this to filter, and we just picked every other thing. Then we now came to update a row. And under the update a row, the mistake I was making before was that we picked this update a row from this place. So I think we have two row number. Yeah, the one from add a row and the one from search a row. This was the one I used before. And this was where we were having issues where it was going to update below. That was why we're making that mistake until BB came and saved us. And we now had to pick the one that is, this row number is telling you, where do you want me to start updating this row from? And the row number is 2 because the first one is the first row. This is the second row. So we're telling it to update from here. But if we pick this 67, we're telling it that it should scroll down and start updating from number 67 here, which is not supposed to be. So that was a mistake we made, that it was not updating properly. So now this was the correct one we're supposed to use, the one that is a search row, like it should pick from. You should use where it is searching from. Where is it starting to search from? And it's starting to search from the second row. So start from that second row to start updating. I hope that explanation makes sense to us. I hope the explanation makes sense to us. Okay. So I'm happy it does. I'm so sorry. Today that I'm very tired. Today's class can't get as a big novice. I'm not always like this. I'm just tired, okay? So I feel, is there any other question? Does anybody have any question? I feel like as I've run through it again, we shouldn't have question, but I have just 3 hands and I'm just going to unmute the 3 people, which is Precious, Falashade, and Olaide. So after those 3, I'm not taking any other question for the night. Precious, I've unmuted you.
Okay, good evening, Ada. Thank you so much for taking us through this class. Despite the fact that you were bone tired, we could hear it in your voice and we could see it too. And this class decided to stress us. So, my question is, that split variable, right? We use the Airtable record. Now, is it possible to say you have a data like that on Airtable? Is it possible to use this set variable and set multiple variable to update that same record, or you would have to like create maybe another table or tell it to update in another table still on Airtable in the same base? Is that possible?
No, you can. All you need to do is just replace these places with instead of Google Sheets. Why I did not use Airtable again to update is because I wanted to show the possibility of updating from one place to another one entirely. You can actually just make sure to pick the proper table, the proper base, and the proper column you're looking to update.
Okay, but you can't update like that same column you're working on, right?
No, that one is called, I think, OPSAT. There's a module called like that. You are trying to remove that one and replace it with something. There's a module like that. It's called, I think, OPSAT. So I hope OPSAT a record. Create new or update
Oh,
an existing record. Yes, it's called OPSAT.
okay.
So yeah.
So if we were doing that, instead of adding Google Sheet, would have now added this Airtable and
But
clicked that
remember
offset,
that
right?
no, we did not change,
Okay.
we did not remove what was here. We only updated a new column. So if you are using Airtable to do exactly what we did, it will be updates a record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Upsat means
Okay.
remove this Smith and replace it with what's your name? Remove this Smith residence and replace it with Precious. Remove an
Okay.
existing record, remove an existing place and replace it with a new data. That's what upsat does. But update
Oh,
means
okay.
I have an additional table, I have an additional column, add something to this additional column.
Okay.
Does it make sense to you?
I think so. I think so.
Ha, you're still
All right.
thinking so?
My brain is full with everything we went through today, so
I
it's
can
trying to reboot.
understand.
But I think I'll be able to figure it out. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Afolashade,
Good
please
evening.
unmute.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for putting us through to the end. At least we are able to achieve the aim of the last part of this Google Sheet updating. We really appreciate your time.
You're
And
welcome.
in terms of uh, clarity towards the technicality of these things, which do you think is more technical in terms of Zapier and Make.com? And
You
now that
answer that question. Between Zapier and Make, which one do you see? There's
I
some
know
questions that
you.
are obvious now.
The thing is, I've not really worked with so much modules and tools like that on Zapier. Your own challenges, your own experience will have determined more. That's why I'm asking. Like,
Honestly, Make is the most technical of all. Make is the
seriously,
most technical.
technical.
Yeah.
Okay, but I see more people, maybe the group on Twitter going for anything. I now thought maybe that's even more
Oh,
technical.
you asked me between Zapier and Make. I've not used
Okay.
anything, so I can't speak on that. But between Zapier and Make, Make is the most technical. I think anything too, they say is stuff, but I can't say because I've not used it to do anything before.
So now that from Skill Africa, we've been taught the three, but does it mean we have to be an expert in the three, or at least we should just try and master any of the two, any at least two of it?
Master
Um,
as much as you can because you never can tell which one the clients will want. So I said somebody asked me a question yesterday and I said he should ask me that question today. And he didn't ask me. So I think the
let's
question the
say on
person
class.
asked, okay. The person asked me yesterday that at what point do you think you're ready to start applying for jobs after you have learned make.com? And I'm going to use this as a case study to answer all the tools. The point you should feel ready to start applying for jobs is when you have come inside these tools, explored all these tools under here. You come into test passer, explore everything inside here. You come into flow control, explore everything inside here. It is not even in the module, so it is not even in the module because you can't even exhaust all the modules in make.com. But you see all these small small things. Those are the things that really make the difference for you. Now, I've had somebody who struggled with an automation for 1 week in make. She struggled. But when we hopped on a call, we figured out that problem in less than an hour because all that was to solve that problem was a set variable. All that was to
Wow.
solve that problem was a set multiple variable. So you will never know at what point one of these tools will come handy and fit. Imagine a client telling you that you should break all these things into pieces. You will tell the client that it's not possible, or because you don't want to lose the job, you start copying it one by one to do one by one. You will never think that a tool can fix that. Most people are what most people are focused on is how to learn so many modules. I'm telling you, you can work with any module at all. You can work with any module at all. Just understand proper mapping, work with all these small. The real people that are organizing these things are not the modules, it's the tools. Flow control. This flow control, tools and text parser, those are the organs them because they do things that you would have struggled. You can, if I could, Shebi, I gave people assignments. I gave people a linked, an Upwork assignments. I dropped it in the chat. Please, you people should share it in your group. By the time you people start submitting that assignment on Twitter, you will see that everybody will have a different approach to that assignment. Some people will have more longer trade of scenario. Some will have more shorter one because they maneuvered and understood how to use tools to solve those problems.
Okay. All right.
Do you understand? So before you
Yes.
feel ready to start hopping to jobs in a tool, explore all the features in that tool. All the features. Make sure you've explored them enough so that when a client gives you a problem, I think I narrated somewhere, it was not here. A client reached out to me. In fact, that was even what birthed this idea of this thing. You see, this particular thing I gave you is a typical client's project I did for an Upwork client. It's a typical. They told me that a colleague was struggling, that he wanted to break this things into three. But this is not their details, Sha. If you can see, these are not their details. I had to come up with data in my head. And as soon as I saw it, I knew how to fix it. I knew in my mind when the client was saying that they didn't know what to do. I knew that set variable will fix it. But I didn't tell the client. I said I know what to do. And when they gave me the contract, in 24 hours, I told them that it was ready. It looked like I had done a big thing for them. It looked like I had done. I'm telling you because they have struggled with it for a long time and it
Of
did not
course.
work. So by the time I got in one less than, in fact, let me not even exaggerate. I think in 1 hour I had finished it. It was not up to 24 hours. They
Wow.
delayed it.
Fantastic.
Or after they gave me contract, they delayed to give me login details and all that. Last time I'm just factoring in 24 hours. But by the time I sat on it and I did it in 1 hour, I was done. I broke this into video. So it looks like, she has performed magic. But if I had not done it before, I would have panicked. Like if I had not played around with set variables to know what set variables could do, multiple variables could do, I would have panicked and begin to wonder, what will I do? I don't go collect work wey I no sabi do and all that thing. Shey you understand? That's why I
Yes.
said before you feel ready for any job, explore all these tools. These tools are plenty. They are plenty. Take your time and explore them. Explore them. I've laid the foundation for you people. You should take it up from there. Do it. Practice
All
it.
right.
For everyone you learn, tell ChatGPT to generate a task for you on it and work on it. Then you build your confidence on it. Watch YouTube videos on various of these tools too. I mean, with what we've explained, you should be able to understand how to navigate the remaining one. I had to navigate a lot of things because if I had to teach make.com alone as like real teaching, 1 month we're still on it, even if we're taking it every day.
All right. Thank you very much. So the
You're
last one is
welcome.
for Skill Africa. Please, some of us are yet to get the voucher for make.com 3 months. Please, you
It's
should
not in
help
my
us.
hand. It's
I
not in
know.
my hand.
That's why I say it's for Skill Africa. Maybe we drunk can help us, and
Okay.
you two can help us message him
Ah,
again that we
okay.
talked about it. Because I know it's not
Okay.
online.
I think they can hear you. They hear you, and God will touch their hearts.
Amen.
Okay.
Thank
Hi,
you very much.
Blessing. You're welcome. Hi, Blessing. Blessing, are you not able to unmute?
Hello.
Hi, Blessing, I can hear you.
Okay.
You don't even, I'm not asking any question because that assignment you gave us yesterday, my head was spinning. So I have to shut down my laptop and sleep. But I just want to say thank you for taking your time to really, really walk us through this make.com.
Welcome.
I've really imparted in us, and I really want to say thank you to Malaja and Skill Africa. I don't have a question, no. My own is when I have a question, I'll come and meet you. That is my own. But thank you so much. Call me comfy. I want to say thank you. You're really
You're
doing so well.
welcome.
So I don't have a question, though, but honestly, like I don't even have light, but I have to go to a neighbor's flat to go and charge my phone and follow up for this class. So thank you, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. God bless.
God bless you. So I'm grateful. Thank you. Hi, Olaide.
All right,
I
thank
have me.
you very much. And
Yeah.
you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Is this for all these setting module? You mentioned three. We have two. We have test passer, and we have flow control. Is there any other one apart those two?
Those are the basic things, really. Those are the basic things. If you try to maybe click on create a module and you click here, you'll see flow control tools. Just learn how to. Now, yeah, another one would be the advanced part of um, make.com, which is HTTP, how to connect with HTTP module, HTTP requests where you need maybe endpoint URL, webhooks, and all that. Those are the advanced. And I'll encourage everyone, take the courses in Make Academy. It's lengthy, it's bulky, it's boring. In fact, it's the most boring because it's not a video, but take it. What I did when I was learning with Make Academy is that as I'm reading and it's not making sense to me, I go and search for a YouTube video to explain it better to me. And as you start taking it now, some of the things we have explained here will make more sense to you now when you are reading it because I've done a more detailed explanation. They don't have videos. Make.com Academy doesn't have videos. It's just text. So you might have to struggle if you do better with video tutorial. So please, everybody, make it a duty. Don't rush. You're not in competition with anybody, but keep yourself accountable to have speed. But don't rush and say you're finishing just because you want to come and share your certificate online and say you are finished basic, you are finished foundation. I'm not in competition with you. I'm going on my own pace. So be sure that when you say you are finished, you have truly finished and you've understood. And if it needs you to retake a course a second time, please do. Because it's going to be you against the world, you against the job market when jobs start coming. So you have to be sure to and be truthful to yourself that you really know this thing well enough to start picking up on jobs. Not everybody will be available to hop on a call with you to figure out a problem because everybody is dealing with one thing or the other. So you have to be sure that you understand it to a certain extent. And it's better you understand it to a certain extent and you are stuck somewhere and somebody can easily help you out than having somebody do the project with you afresh. And at the end of the day, you're not ready to split money with the person when they finish. So please try your best, okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hi, Timothy.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. So I want to thank you for the for the lecture. It has been insightful and encouraging and motivating as well. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
um question is basically on the workspace. When I was trying um to do the free trial, it wanted to like charge me 12 or $14. So I'm kind of curious. Is it like that for everyone that I've tried it to?
Make.com. Is it
No,
for
no, Google
Make?
Workspace.
Okay,
No,
Google
Google
Workspace.
Workspace.
How much do they want to charge you?
$14.
No, if at all, it should be less than $1 or around $1. There's a problem somewhere. Maybe you
Okay,
reach
maybe
out to those that have
yeah,
been
I'm
able
actually
to create so that you can know what they did differently.
okay.
Yeah, you're not supposed to recharge.
All
If you
right,
are creating
thank
it,
you.
except if you had a Google account before and you are owing them. Did you?
No, at all. I'm not in.
Okay.
No,
So
no.
please reach out.
Like
Reach
this is the
out.
first time I use that Google account.
You should be able to
Okay,
fix that. Just reach out to your colleagues and ask them how they were able to get past that.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. It's been a beautiful experience teaching you people. I'm grateful for your time. For all of you who stayed till the end, even when it was not convenient for you, I say well done. We have 95 people still here. That's a big deal. Rooting for all of you. Thank you, Abdul Rahman. Yes, I'm actually very tired. So I urge you people to please keep showing up, keep building, don't get discouraged. Even when it looks like clients are not coming, they will eventually come. Just keep doing what you know how to do best. Keep building in public, keep doing something, keep building, expand. You don't have to just be building on Twitter. Expand to other social media platforms. I used to tell people I'm active on 5 social media platforms. It's not because I enjoy being on all those places, but because I believe that opportunity can come from me at any point and from anywhere. So expand your 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 oh, shall build in public. Words are failing me because I'm already tired. So please, I'm rooting for you all. I want you people to put in your best and hope to share your hope to celebrate with you when you share your testimony. Okay. Thank you all for coming in this night and see you on Twitter. Bye. Trying to stop sharing.